Are you able to recall the very first time that you saw an episode of The Big Bang Theory? As a result of Sheldon's eccentric brilliance and Leonard's endearing clumsiness, the program soon became a favorite among people all over the world. The question is, however, what about the actors who brought these legendary roles to life? A significant number of the cast members have gone on to do remarkable things since the conclusion of the show, ranging from their humble origins to renown on a global scale. We are going to take a more in-depth look at the current situations that the actors from The Big Bang Theory are in, as well as the unexpected new chapters that they are writing in their careers. Jim Parsons, who went from being a brilliant physicist to a Hollywood juggernaut, brought the legendary character of Sheldon Cooper to life for a total of 12 incredible seasons on The Big Bang Theory, and boy, did he leave somewhat of an impression. As a result of his flawless portrayal of the eccentric genius, he was awarded not just one, but 4 Emmy Awards, in addition to a prestigious Golden Globe. However, you are aware of the proverb that states that everything that is excellent will eventually come to an end. After 279 episodes of ridiculous moments, Jim decided that it was time to explore other horizons. However, you should not for a moment believe that Jim was simply lounging about in his seat during the days of The Big Bang Theory. He was zipping around Hollywood like an enthusiastic electron, getting into great projects like The Muppets because who wouldn't want to hang out with Kermit? In addition, he appeared in the influential film Hidden Figures, in which he exchanged his superhero t-shirts for a NASA uniform from the 1960s. In addition, he has tried his hand at acting in Hollywood in Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile, both of which are considered to be among the most dramatic of his career. That's quite the spectrum. At the present time, Jim is still preserving Sheldon's legacy by narrating young Sheldon. In addition, he has also begun working behind the camera as a producer. It is also worth noting that he has been totally dominating the Broadway scene. In 2024, he demonstrated that this Texas youngster is capable of doing anything by dazzling audiences with his performances in A Man of No Importance and Our Town. As far as his personal life is concerned, Jim is having the time of his life with his husband Todd Spewak. After being together for 14 years, they finally tied the wedding in 2017. And to tell you the truth, their love story is more romantic than any equation in physics. Have you ever heard of the charming Leonard Hofstadter? Johnny Galecki was single-handedly responsible for transforming the experimental physicist into the most popular underdog in the world. His connection with the ensemble, particularly with a particular neighbor across the hall, was so remarkable that it resulted in him being nominated for an Emmy and caused the Screen Actors Guild to take note of him. An impressive accomplishment for a man who spent the most of his time attempting to ascend stairs. While Johnny was making us laugh on The Big Bang Theory, he wasn't just sitting back and taking full credit for his accomplishments. Oh, he had an appearance in a few really fantastic movies, such as Hancock, in which he co-starred with Will Smith, and Time, in which he hung out with Justin Timberlake and Amanda Seyfried. As for a flash from the past, he made our hearts melt by returning to Roseanne in 2018, bringing David Healy back to life and giving us all the nostalgic sensations. He made our hearts melt. Furthermore, Johnny's personal life has been quite the adventure as well. For a brief period of time, he was romantically involved with his co-star Kaylee Cuoco. They were able to maintain such a professional relationship that the majority of their fans were unaware of their breakup. Johnny has been living the life of a family member these days. Una Evelina, the young child that he and his wife Morgan both had, is the source of great pride for them. Before that, in 2019, he became a father to his son Avery, who was born to him with his ex-girlfriend Elena Meyer. It is possible that Penny began her career as the waitress next door. Nonetheless, Kaylee Cuoco transformed her into the protagonist and the driving force behind The Big Bang Theory. While she was making us laugh with her flawless eye rolls and smart comebacks, Kaylee was quietly establishing an empire behind the scenes. She was making us laugh. Not only did she have a career in acting, but she also hosted the People's Choice Awards on 2 separate occasions, and even had her own production business which was named Yes Norman Productions. Why is that so adorable? As soon as Kaylee had finished putting away her Cheesecake Factory uniform, she made a spectacular entrance onto the scene. She became the voice of Harley Quinn, and then she blew everyone away in The Flight Attendant, where she was not only the star but also the boss lady producer. She was a huge success in both of these roles. Not only that, but she hasn't slowed down at all. She has been dazzling us with her performances in series such as Based on a True Story and in entertaining films such as Meet Cute and Role Play since she began appearing on our screens. The energy that this girl possesses is comparable to that of a dual shot of espresso. Within the realm of romantic relationships, Kaylee's path has been quite the adventure. Following the brief but romantic romance she shared with her co-star Johnny Galecki, she went through a few ups and downs before finally settling down and finding her happily ever after. As of right now, she is enjoying the finest life possible, husband Ozark actor Tom Pelphrey, and in the year 2023 they became parents to a beautiful little girl named Matilda Carmine Ritchie. However, Simon Helberg was already making waves in the comedy world with his part on Mad TV before he became famous for his portrayal of the endearing and eccentric Howard Wolowitz. On the other hand, it was his performance on The Big Bang Theory that brought him to the forefront of public attention. Who could forget the remarkable fashion choices that Howard made, from those large belt buckles to his tight pants? Simon made the character his own, transforming the would-be ladies' man into a kind and caring family person, and the audience adored every single second of seeing him in that role. During the time that Simon was working hard to bring Howard to life, he was simultaneously making progress in the Hollywood industry. In Florence Foster Jenkins, he appeared beside none other than Meryl Streep, and in A Serious Man, he collaborated with the famed Coen brothers. Both of these were notable accomplishments for him. Following the conclusion of The Big Bang Theory, Simon proceeded to build upon his previous achievements by starring in interesting projects such as Annette, in which he shared the screen with Adam Driver, and Space Oddity, in which he continued to explore new territory in the film industry. Simon is enjoying a lovely life with his wife, the actress Jocelyn Town, while he is not working in the entertainment industry. Adeline and Wilder are the couple's 2 darling children, and they have been married since 2007. There are 2 children in all. In the same way as Howard Wolowitz does on the program, Simon has achieved a state of blissful equilibrium between his professional life and his family life. Life appears to be a perfect example of art imitating life in every way conceivable. Kunal Nayyar, who is best known for his role as the endearing and occasionally awkward astrophysicist Raj Kuthrapalli, offered something that was very appealing to the show The Big Bang Theory. Raj was a character that Kunal created that people couldn't help but adore, and this was due to his selective mutism around ladies, as well as his enormous heart. Additionally, while Kunal was not occupied with unraveling the mysteries of the world, he was keeping himself occupied with a variety of other enjoyable undertakings. Through his role as the dazzling Guy Diamond in the Trolls films, he brought a smile to everyone's face and provided his voice for the Ice Age movies. However, Kunal's abilities are not limited to that. In the year 2015, he published a book with the title, Yes, My Accent is Real, in which he detailed his motivational journey from New Delhi to Hollywood. Fans enjoyed reading about his personal and professional life because he laced his biography with the same humor and humanity that made Raj such a lovable character. From the world of literature to the world of television, Kunal has returned to his origins in the theater, appearing in The Spoils and taking on roles in high-profile television series like As Criminal, UK, and Suspicion, where he collaborated with the renowned Uma Thurman. When Kunal is not in the public eye, his life is equally as joyful and satisfying as it is when he is with his family. Since the year 2011, he has been married to Neha Kapoor, an actress who was formerly known as Miss India. In contrast to Raj, who may have had difficulty finding a romantic partner, Kunal has been doing well in his personal life and has been taking advantage of intriguing new acting chances. In the year 2024, Kunal continued his hectic schedule by appearing in the Netflix series Spaceman. When he appeared in the young romantic comedy How to Date Billy Walsh, his charisma was very noticeable. Our darling Bernadette made her debut on The Big Bang Theory like a small cyclone of sass and science, and Melissa Rauch, oh boy, did she leave an impression. It is certain that Kunal Nair has demonstrated that there is plenty of life after Apartment 4A. Bernadette began her career as a basic waitress at the Cheesecake Factory, and she eventually became one of the most charming characters on the program. She was also attending microbiology school until she graduated. The high-pitched voice that she uses to conceal a powerful personality has the potential to make even Sheldon Cooper reconsider his decision. Because of Melissa's outstanding performance, she was promoted to a major cast position in a less amount of time than you could say Howard Joel Wolowitz when she was initially cast as a guest part. We were unable to conceive of the performance without her contagious laugh and secretly terrifying personality, because she provided such a great deal of depth to the character of Bernadette. During the time that she was busy having us fall in love with Bernadette, Melissa was getting ready to create quite a storm in the Hollywood industry. Not happy with merely dominating our television screens, she jumped headfirst into the realm of film with The Bronze, a movie in which she not only starred but also co-wrote and co-produced. She was not content with taking over our television screens. It was during the Sundance Film Festival that the movie created such a splash that it demonstrated that Melissa was much more than simply the squeaky-voiced scientist that we had come to like. She went on to provide the voice of Harley Quinn in an animated Batman movie, just when you thought she couldn't possibly get any more amazing. In addition, she wrote a charming children's book called The Tales of Tofu, which she used to spread awareness about the importance of eating healthily. To put it simply, who is to argue that scientists cannot be amazing? Melissa, who is also a storyteller, is now keeping the jokes coming as Judge Abby Stone on Night Court. She is demonstrating that wonderful things may come in small packages with huge personalities. The program has been so successful that it even provided us with a miniature Big Bang reunion in 2024, when Kunal Nair appeared on the show as a guest star. Yes, we were overjoyed and squealed with delight. Away from the camera, Melissa is enjoying her own personal happily ever after with her husband Winston Begill, who is also her collaboration partner in writing. Why is that so adorable? They take great pride in becoming parents to their two young children, Sadie and Brooks. It's amazing how much you can have. You could fuel a particle accelerator with the amount of energy that this woman possesses. Where do we even... Is that Amy Fowler? Mayim Bialik is not only a neuroscientist in real life, but she also plays the role of a neuroscientist on television. It is difficult to conceive that anyone else could have been able to portray Amy's metamorphosis from Sheldon's friend who is a girl to his perfect match. She brought something so special to the character that she brought to The Big Bang Theory when she joined the show in the third season. Mayim played every single moment perfectly, from awkward interactions to that beautiful wedding scene that had us all reaching for tissues. Her character's journey from a scientist who was strictly logical to a woman who learned to embrace both her brilliant mind and her emotional side was absolutely incredible to watch, and Mayim played every single moment perfectly. On the other hand, here's the thing about Mayim. She's practically like a real-life superhero, and she possesses around 1 million distinct abilities. During the time that she was making us laugh on The Big Bang Theory, she was also authoring books about parenting and growing up using actual science. Of course she would do that. In addition to that, she was a host of game programs and even directed her own film, which was titled As They Made Us. Furthermore, as if that were not enough, she developed an incredible website that she dubbed Grok Nation, which allowed people to discuss significant events that were taking place all around the world. Additionally, she has been doing an outstanding job in the realm of podcasts with her show called Mayim Bialik's Breakdown. In this show, she and her colleague Jonathan Cohen delve into a wide variety of fascinating themes pertaining to the mind and mental health, almost as if she took Amy's passion for the brain and turned it into a completely different line of work or profession. When it comes to relationships, Mayim's personal journey has also been quite an experience. Following the dissolution of her marriage to Michael Stone in 2013, she devoted her attention to the upbringing of their 2 kids, Miles Roosevelt and Frederick Heschel, while also continuing to achieve remarkable success in her professional life. Currently, she is in a relationship with Jonathan Cohen, and the 2 of them are not only loving partners but also artistic collaborators. She has discovered love once more. In addition, do you know what is truly incredible? She is a mother, a scientist, an actress, an author, a game show host, and a podcast developer, all at the same time. She has managed to pull all of these things off successfully. Who would have imagined that the charismatic proprietor of the comic book store, who was always having trouble making ends meet, would end up becoming such an important member of our Big Bang family? The transformation of Stuart Bloom from a basic recurrent character to a full-fledged main cast member was accomplished by Kevin Sussman, who made him everyone's favorite underdog from the beginning. It was very fascinating to witness him go from being a relatively self-assured store owner who had dated Penny in the past to becoming a friend who was endearingly anxious and moved in with Howard and Bernadette. It's possible that Stuart had a poor luck streak, but Kevin's portrayal was absolutely flawless. Through all of Stuart's comic tragedies, he managed to make us laugh, weep, and pull for him along the way. Following his departure from the Pasadena Comic Center, Kevin has been completely dominating the television industry. He has been doing an incredible job. It was his appearance on Better Call Saul that brought him to the forefront, and his performance in The Dropout was astounding. It is almost as if he funneled all of the experience he gained from playing Stuart's sensitive and nuanced emotions into these very distinct and complex roles. And when he appeared on Mayim Bialik's Call Me Kat, it was like getting a small taste of that Big Bang magic all over again, as if it were happening all over again. It was also demonstrated by his performance in Lessons in Chemistry that this man is truly capable of doing everything. His versatility is so broad that even Stuart's comic book heroes would be envious of him. He can perform everything from comedic to dramatic roles. One of the most remarkable aspects of Kevin's journey is the fact that he has been able to maintain such a high level of activity and variety in his responsibilities. Kevin has demonstrated that he is capable of entirely transforming himself for each new role, in contrast to other actors who experience the possibility of becoming typecast after playing such a memorable character. The fact that he has gone from playing our favorite sad sack Stewart to taking on roles in some of the most prominent shows on television is evidence that talent and versatility are timeless qualities that will never go out of style. Can you tell me something that is incredibly cool? In spite of everything he has accomplished, he has managed to maintain the same genuine and approachable appeal that let us fall in love with Stewart in the first place. I am really impressed with you, Leslie Winkle. In her roles as Leonard's on-again, off-again love interest and Howard's brief affair, Sarah Gilbert added an incredible amount of enthusiasm to the show. Her role was essentially the antithesis of Sheldon. She was just as intelligent as he was, but she had no patience for his pranks. And boy, did she make those sequences crackle with excitement. Simply said, the fact that she and Johnny Galecki already had such incredible chemistry from their time spent working together on Roseanne made everything much more enjoyable. Sarah Gilbert made every single appearance count, providing us with some of the most memorable early season moments of the show, despite the fact that Leslie was not present for the entirety of the series. Ever since the conclusion of The Big Bang Theory, Sarah has been quite active. She was a co-creator of The Talk and served as its host. The Talk was essentially like having coffee with your most intelligent and interesting friends on a daily basis. The most exciting thing, however, was probably seeing her return to her roots on The Conners, where she played the role of Darlene. It is as if she has never missed a beat, as she has re-entered the role of that character and demonstrated to all of us why we fell in love with her sarcastic wit in the first place. Sarah has demonstrated the same courage and tenacity that made Leslie Winkle such a brilliant character, even through the ups and downs that she has had in her personal life, including her divorce from Linda Perry. One of the most remarkable things about Sarah is that she has been able to develop and advance in the industry while remaining completely authentic to who she is. Her career in the entertainment sector has expanded beyond that of an actor. She is now also a producer, a talk show host, and a formidable opinion leader. The manner in which she has managed to maintain a healthy balance between her acting profession and her other endeavors, all while maintaining an open and honest outlook on her personal life, has been incredibly motivational. It's almost as if she took the self-assurance and brilliance that Leslie Winkle possessed and applied it to every facet of her professional life. In the role of Emily Sweeney, Raj's deliciously dark dermatologist girlfriend, Laura brought something extra to the table thanks to her performance. Her character was such an interesting addition to the program. She was a successful doctor with a beautifully twisted sense of humor, and she somehow made perfect sense with our innocent and sensitive Raj. Emily was unlike any other character we had seen on the program, and Laura played her with the appropriate combination of charm and a slightly unsettling excitement for the darker things in life. Emily was a unique character. The fact that she was able to make Emily both mysterious and appealing is an achievement that is not easily accomplished. A recurring role on Bones was another thing that Laura had to cope with while she was coping with the romantic problems that Raj was experiencing on The Big Bang Theory. The fact that she was able to manage both comedic and dramatic roles with equal skill was demonstrated by the fact that she brought various sorts of energy to both presentations. Since that time, she has continued to take on roles that are both interesting and diverse, including performances in films such as Reservation Dogs and 13 Minutes. That she is so much more than just Raj's spooky girlfriend has been demonstrated by the fact that each part she has played has revealed a different element of her capabilities. One aspect of Laura's journey that is particularly noteworthy is the way in which she has been able to make each character uniquely her own personality. She is able to convey this beautiful genuineness to everything that she does, whether she is portraying a dermatologist with a dark side or taking on completely new characters in a variety of projects. At the same time that we might not see her as frequently as some of her co-stars on The Big Bang Theory, each and every appearance that she makes serves to remind us of the reasons why she was such an ideal addition to the later seasons of the show. Her choices in the entertainment industry demonstrate that she is more concerned with securing jobs that are significant and intriguing than she is with simply remaining in the spotlight. To tell you the truth, this is precisely the kind of deliberate attitude that we would anticipate from the lady who brought Emily Sweeney to life. Here it is. Every single person who was a part of the Big Bang Theory has gone on to do wonderful things, demonstrating that sometimes the conclusion of one great program is simply the beginning of many more exciting chapters. This is true for everyone who was a part of the show, from minor roles to significant characters.